You should go to church on Sundays and holy days of obligation. You should fast during the month of Lent on Fridays, abstain from meat, fast on Ash Wednesday and Good Friday. You should do good works, the corporal and spiritual works of mercy. You should be a people of love and kindness. Nobody's going, yay! What happened? It worked in the first reading. I often wonder, where we got lost. The first reading talks about the people being spoken to by an important scribe. And as they listened to the law, they were weeping because they could hear God's word being spoken to them. They were weeping because they were being given an invitation to embrace God's law and to become His holy people. They were weeping because it touched them to the core. Nowadays, it seems when we hear those same things, we look for the loopholes. Well, does that really apply to me? When do I get to not do this? I keep thinking about some of the different cartoons or the memes that go through Facebook every so often, and especially when it comes to Jesus and his apostles. He's giving them bread and he's giving them fish, and they're saying, is that gluten-free? Is that this, is that? And you could just see Jesus go, oh, It seems like somehow we've lost the desire to embrace God's law. It seems like somehow we've lost the desire to embrace God's invitation. Maybe it's because we are just too used to living in this sinful world, a world that is oftentimes diametrically opposed to God's kingdom. We hear one thing at church, we read one thing in the Bible and other spiritual readings, but we hear even more the call of the world that says, ignore all that stuff, it doesn't really matter. Pay attention to what I'm promising you. I can give you all sorts of fame and honor and glory. Oh, don't listen to that stuff. You have a chance at the very last minute to say you're sorry. Don't worry about it now. And we listen to that stuff. We find ourselves getting more and more lost as we embrace the world. The readings today are a challenge to us to embrace God more and more, to embrace the laws of God more and more, to embrace His invitation to be His faithful followers, to be truly His children. Jesus wants us to live as He lived, loving all people, caring for all people, concerned for all people, showing people the path to the kingdom. We can't do that if we're also pointing out the path of the world. Let's ask God this evening at our liturgy to give us the grace that we need to ponder His commands, and maybe even to weep a little over the fact that He's inviting us to be His faithful children. Let's profess our faith.